background noise. So as I was saying in the last class, so we also discussed about commensalism, we discussed about parasitism, we discussed about predation and competition. And I'm sure we still remember all of the definitions and the examples cited. Now, for today, we'll be moving on to tolerance and adaptation. That's what we'll be looking at, tolerance and adaptation. And from what you have on your screen, we said that what? Tolerance, okay, this is it. Tolerance basically is the ability of living organisms to what? To withstand or tolerate little unfavorable changes in the environment which affect their survival. It's very simple. Basically, if you even look at it from English, in order for you to tolerate somebody, are you getting me? For you to tolerate something, for you to tolerate someone, we need to understand that it means that what? That you have the ability to take some of the rubbish the person throws at you and without getting affected by it. That is basically it. So that is the same thing in nature. That's why I said that it's the ability of living organisms to withstand. So tolerance is what? Synonymous to what? Withstanding. Withstanding unfavorable things, bad things, things that naturally may kill it, but it will withstand it. Are you getting me? And that is the way God has defined nature. Now, living organisms can only live in a particular habitat if they can tolerate it, which is the normal thing. At times, if you are living with somebody that is a dirty person, are you getting? Even if you are living with somebody that is a dirty person, if you are a dirty person, of course, you also tolerate that dirtiness. But if you are not a dirty person, what will you do? You constantly be fighting the person. You constantly be reminding the person, clean this place, clear that place, remove that rubbish. Why? Because you cannot tolerate it. But if you yourself are a dirty person, what would happen? You accept it, you go with the flow, and the both of you will keep, messing up everywhere. So basically, what you just telling is that in order for any living organism to be able to stay in its environment, it has to be able to what? Tolerate that environment. That's what it means. It has to be able to what? Tolerate that environment. Now, and we said that what? Living organisms can only live in, okay, we've discussed that. Now, what are those things that would make a living organism to what? To tolerate wherever it's staying? Some of these things include light, access to light, light, heat, cold, acidity, alkalinity, and we can liken that even to human beings too. Like for instance, my area, the area I'm staying right now, the main reason I moved to that area is because I discovered that within 24 hours of a day, at least 7 hours, I mean, within 24 hours, at least within 18 hours in a day, we have light or we have electricity. Are you getting me? So I'm able to tolerate. That was what I looked out for before getting that apartment. I felt that, what was it that was lacking in my former apartment? Constant electricity. So what did I do? I ensured that I got a place that I would always have constant electricity. Another thing that could motivate you is quietness. That is that place a quiet environment? That's why some people will move from Ajegule and move their family to Lekki when they have some money. Why? Because they appreciate what? Quietness. Are you getting me? It could be that, maybe, do you know some people actually move from country to country? They can say that, no, this country I'm staying is too hot, it's too cold, it's too this, it's too that. Or someone can even move because of work. So that is the way it is with what? With nature. Biological organisms. Now, there are certain things, these things are called abiotic factors that do not allow or that determine the tolerance level of what? Of living organism. And it's where you can tolerate, that's where you can what? Habit. That's where you can stay. So yeah, that's why we say that those abiotic factors include light, heat, cold, acidity, alkalinity, etc., etc. So we move on. I'm sure we've jotted the notes. Now, there's now something we call tolerance range. Now, even in mathematics, we know that range has to do with what? The maximum value, when you have a set of data now, the maximum value minus what? The minimum value. And you can liken this to what? Biology too. And particularly in what? Tolerance range. So tolerance range basically is just telling you, is defined as a range between the minimum and maximum limits to which what? organisms can tolerate changes in the environment. Are you getting me? When your environment begins to change, like for instance, you know, sometimes you see all these Hausa people, maybe after Salah or after, you just see them, a lot of them will just migrate down to Lagos. Are you getting me? You see a lot of them in Lagos at a particular period of time. Why? Probably because of Boko Haram, you know, fighting and all that, the bombing and all that. You see that what? They migrate, they move. They can come in mass like that. In fact, even yesterday on the news, I think there was a trailer full of what? That was full of about 50 people coming from Zamfara State. They eat them inside the trailer and then they use fruits to cover them. I saw it in the news yesterday. They were intercepted at the lorry. They're bringing them down to Lagos. They were intercepted at the lorry, and then what happened? They returned them. They sent them back. It was on Punch yesterday. So basically, why are they moving? Why? Because of what? Their environment is no longer favorable for them. They've gotten to the limit. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. They've gotten to the limit. They've gotten tired of what of maybe the hardship they are facing there. So that is what tolerance range is talking about. It's talking about the minimum or maximum limit that what an organism can what can we even if you look at this coronavirus period. Initially, when they said stay at home, the first 2 people were staying at home. The following week, what happened? Maybe when some people started feeling that there's no more money, there's no this, there's no that, there's no food for me to eat, there's no food for my children to eat. What happened? Some people started going to their places of work. Some people started doing 1 or 2 businesses because they didn't want to work. They are beginning to feel the pinch. They are beginning to get to their limits. Check I'm saying the first week they could tolerate it, but after some time, the tolerance started dying out. So that is what tolerance is talking about. Tolerance range, rather, is talking about, which is what the range between the minimum and the maximum limit to which what organisms can tolerate. Now, in nature, what are these things? Now, for instance, I don't know. Who can tell me what's the normal human temperature for a human being to survive? What's your normal temperature? What's your normal temperature supposed to be? Anybody who can answer that?
37.
37 degrees Celsius. Thank you. And that is the normal. That is the normal. Now, what's the highest it should go to? The highest it can go to?
41.
41. Thank you, 41. So if you have somebody that is beyond 41, that person is most likely going to go into shock. I think it's called hypothermic shock. And after some time, the person will die. If it exceeds the normal that range, if it exceeds it, the person will die. So even when you say, when you touch somebody, maybe you have a younger one that is sick, and then you touch the person's body and you say, this person is running temperature. No matter how hot that temperature is, that temperature may not be up to 40. So imagine that person gets hotter than that. And you get what I'm saying? Or in terms of coldness too. If somebody feels cold, when you are when you're in AC sometimes, maybe your house or in your room, if you're using a powerful AC, if you're under AC, after some time, no matter how much you love cool area, after some time you go and switch off that AC. Why? Because you are beginning to go, it's beginning to get below your normal temperature range. Whether you like it or not, the lowest you can go in terms of your body temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. If you go lesser than that, you may as well just kill yourself. So that's the same thing with what? With living things, with organisms. When you have what? When their temperature limit is usually between what? 0 to 42. Why are we saying 0? Because some organisms that actually thrive where you have cold region. So they can't go below 0, and no organism can go above 42. Now, the same thing happens with oxygen. There are some areas where you have high oxygen. Are you getting me? But what usually happens is that when you get to an area, like when you get to places that are high, like mountainous region, where you have high elevated ground, like people that stay in high area, in mountainous areas. Again, people stay on mountains. Now, those up there, the oxygen level is not as high as down here. We are close to the sea level here. Are you getting me? The oxygen level down here is high compared to the oxygen level up there. So now those people, what happens is that nature would naturally help those people build more red blood cells. That's what happens. Nature will help you adapt to that environment there. Are you getting me? You have more red blood cells. So, and one of the functions of red blood cells is to what? Is to produce oxygen in the body. Are you following me? Produces oxygen in the bloodstream. Are you following me? So, what happens is that what nature has actually helped us people to what? Adapt. So it has to do with what? Oxygen levels. So you get what I'm saying? So, and even inside water too, you have oxygen levels. When you have low oxygen levels, some organisms will die. That's why sometimes you just see that, oh, they'll start telling you that, oh, that stop pouring waste into sea, into the water. That what happens? It causes organisms to die. You know, some industries, they just, maybe when they throw out their waste, they throw it inside water. And sometimes the waste that they are directing into water could be warm. And when it is warm like that, what happens? It raises the temperature of the water. And usually, organisms around there, because they're already used to cool environment, by the time you just, suddenly start increasing the temperature of their habitat, what happens? They begin to feel uncomfortable. Some of them that cannot survive will die. Some of them that can survive will do what? Would their body would what? Would adapt to it, and some of them will actually just migrate away from that area. So those things, temperature, oxygen level, all those things determine tolerance range. Now we also have what we call the geographical range. When we say geographical range, it has to do with where organisms live. Are you getting me? And if you look at the definition, we said that what geographical range refers to the what? To the area where a species or organism can only be found within the minimum and maximum limits of its tolerance. So what we are saying is that organisms, which is still what we said anyway, organisms stay where they can survive. They stay within a geographical boundary is area where you stay, where you can survive. Some of you now, if you go to Europe, maybe you go to, which area is very cold in Europe? Maybe Greenland or Canada. In fact, the first few weeks, I don't know how many of you have traveled out of this country. The first few weeks, you will be missing Nigeria. Even the fact that, we always say that, you hate Nigeria, you don't like Nigeria, Nigeria no good, no lights, no. By the time you get there to those cold regions, you wish you are back in Nigeria. You will be yearning for Nigeria. Why? Because you are not used to the geography of that area. The place is cold, extremely cold. You that normally on Nigerian streets, the girls, they wear singlets, they wear handkerchief, they call it dress, and they move about. Over there, you must wear coats. You must wear things that will cover the whole body from head to toe. In fact, you even wear head warmers. Are you getting me? You cover everywhere. But in the case of, that has to do with what? The geography. And it happens with what? With animals too. Are you getting me? There are certain forests that you find certain organisms, certain animals. And there are places you don't see them. Even with plants too. In some desert or arid region, you see certain plants. And in some areas, you don't see certain plants. So that is what that is talking about there. So that's why we said that what geographical range refers to what? The areas where the species of organisms can only be found within the what? Minimum and maximum limits of its what? Tolerance. Now, different abiotic factors. So you could be asked questions there. Different abiotic factors like what? Rainfall, temperature, light intensity, availability of food, relative humidity, day length, that is the length of day, the length of night, all those things. Wind, talking of day length, do you know there are some places that in maybe for like 6 months, some places around the world, for like 6 months, they may not have nightfall. Like everywhere won't be dark, everywhere will just be bright, the way everywhere is bright like this. Morning, afternoon, night, always the same, kind of brightness. I don't know if you know that there are regions in the world like that. In the night like this, when they want to sleep, what they'll just do is, when they know that it is night, because they'll be working with clock, when they know it is night, what do? They have very powerful blinds. Are you getting me? Very powerful curtains that they used to cover their thing, just for them to be able to imitate darkness in their house. And those same areas, you have some areas too that most times everyone will be this bright, everyone will be a bit, dark, morning, afternoon, night, it's dark. So all those things too matter because it tells on the temperature of the organisms living there. And some people may not find it comfortable. So all of those things, are you getting me, are responsible for what? For tolerance, geographical range. So now, the next thing is what we call adaptation. Adaptation. How do organisms adapt to the environment in which they find themselves? How do they adapt? Now, one of those things, adaptation, is defined as what? As the ability of an organism to live successfully in a particular habitat as a result of its structure, as a result of its appearance, as a result of its behavior, in order for it to live successfully. So probably after you've tried to tolerate, it's a sequence. After you've got into a new environment, you've tolerated, your body is trying to tolerate the environment. After some time, you now what? Adapt. Once you've adapted, that means you are able to live successfully in that place. Are you getting me? And because of that, in order for any organism to be able to adapt, in order for it to adapt, are you getting me? It has to what? Survive the environment. It's expected that every organism will adapt to the environment in order to what? Survive. If you cannot adapt, you will not survive. If an organism cannot adapt, it will die. So plants and animals, they possess certain features which enable them to adapt to either, we have different environments. You have the aquatic environment, we have the terrestrial environment, and we also have one other one. Which other one is that? What do you call it? What will you call the environment of birds? Where do birds live? Are they terrestrial animals? Are they terrestrial? Are they aquatic? You can call them what? Arboreal. Arboreal habitat. I didn't add it to the slide. So the arbo, I hope you can see the board I'm writing. Arboreal habitat. That is ABOREAL. ABOREAL. The arboreal habitat. So what happens? Animals are able to what? To adapt to it. So definitely, we'll now be looking at different adaptations, at least different adaptation modes based on what we are supposed to learn. The first one is what? Animal adaptation. Now, under animal adaptation, we have adaptation of animals to aquatic habitats. Are you getting me? What are those things that they need to have in order for them to what? Adapt to what? The aquatic habitat. Then we also look at adaptation of animals to terrestrial habitats, as well as what? Adaptation of animals to arboreal habitat. So adaptation of animals. So if we're talking about animal adaptation of animals for the aquatic habitat. What are those things that they need to have? Most times, please you can write, please, because I didn't give notes under that. So what we're looking at is adaptation of animals to aquatic habitats. So what are those things that they must possess? They must, one, possession of what? Possession of streamlined body. Streamlined body. Possession of a streamlined body. Now, what do I mean by possession of streamlined body? What do I mean by possession of streamlined body? Now, in this case, what happens is that what? You see the way fishes are structured. All those things that stay in water, fish. You should look at it as like a straight stuff, like this. Straight. Now, this is a streamline. You can see the way an aeroplane is. An aeroplane does not look like a car, isn't it? An aeroplane is streamlined so that it's able to glide into the air. So that is the way animals that are supposed to be aquatic, That is one of those things they need to possess. That streamlined what? Body. Another thing is what? Possession of what? Fins. Possession of fins. And what do they use fins for? Possession of fins. Fins is used for what? Movement. Movement in water. Are you getting me? Possession of fins. Who is in that argument? Who is in that place now? Possession of fins. Possession of what? Possession of gills. Gills. Now, why do they need those gills? They need gills in order for them to be able to what? Breathe. For gaseous exchange. For them to be able to breathe. Now, another thing that they also possess is swim bladder. Swim bladder. Now, what's the essence of the swim bladder? The swim bladder is to help them, is to help with buoyancy. Those of you that are science students. Buoyancy, I'm sure you know what buoyancy means. Buoyancy has to do with how they float in water. Whether they are floating or when they are floating or when they are trying to sink. I guess you know the way fishes move now. Fish can go underground, fish can come up to the surface. So that thing that helps them is what? Is buoyancy. So possession of swim bladder. Swim bladder. All these things help them to what? Adapt to the environment. And that's why a human being cannot live underwater. Except if that human being is a mommy water. And that is if mommy water exists anyway. All right. So the next one is what? Possession of tail for swimming. Possession of tail for swimming. Some animals or some organisms, aquatic organisms have those. Possession of sticky under surface. Sticky. Possession of sticky. I would say sticky under surface. Like snails. Snails. You know the way snails are? Snails. Snails. You know snails are sticky.
Please, what is that? Please, what is that number 4?
Number what?
Number 4.
4. Swim bladder.
4.
Bladder. Swim bladder. Bladder. So possession of what? Sticky under surface. Like snails. Are you getting me? They're able to attach themselves. They're able to attach themselves to surfaces. Another thing is what? Possession of suckers. Suckers or air. Basically, they use that to what? Possession of what? Suckers. Or air.
For attachment.
Or air. This one is usually possessed by what we call leeches. Lynches. They use it to stick to vegetation, to vegetables. Sometimes, I don't know, many of you are just Lagos students. If you have been to a stream before, you notice that you have leaves in the stream. And then you may not see some black organisms that will be sticking to the leaves. Are you getting me? Those organisms are called leeches or lynches. Are you getting me? They possess a particular thing, which is the air or sucker, that helps them to what? To stick to those, to the organism. Now, another thing is what? Adaptation of animals to what? To terrestrial habitats. So that is the next thing. Adaptation of animals to terrestrial habitats. What are those things that they need to possess in order for them to what? To adapt to terrestrial habitats? One is what?
Possession of powerful limbs.
Possession of what? Of limbs.
Powerful limbs for movement.
Limbs. Your limbs are your what? Your legs and your what? And your hands. And what do? They aid movement. It aids movement. Of course, without your legs and your arm, you won't be able to move.
I know.
You know if you move. Another thing is what? Possession of lungs. Unlike aquatic animals that possess what is it that they possess for gills. Terrestrial animals possess lungs. They possess lungs. Another thing that they possess is what? Sweat gland. Sweat gland. Now let me ask you a question. Do fishes, do they sweat? Fish. fish in water, do they sweat?
No.
They don't.
No.
Because they don't even possess sweat gland. And even if they sweat, how do you even want to know self? So possession of what? Of sweat glands, which is used for what? Excretion. So another thing that what?
Possession of head as in mammals.
Thing that they possess is possession of skin, possession of hair on mammals. Are you getting me? On mammals. Possession of skin. Then possession of what? Skin. Do you know that hair also help you adapt to some particular this thing? Hair on your body. Remember when I was talking about those staying in mountainous region? Do you know that you now, as you are, if you decide that you want to start living in a very cold environment, very cold place, one of the things that nature will help you do is that it will help you grow more hair on your body. Automatically, you just start seeing that you start getting more hairy. You have more hair. If you are staying in mountainous region where you have snow, you have more hair on your body. Even if you don't have hair, naturally, you will discover that you start having more hair on your body. Why? Because nature is trying to protect you, it's trying to warm you up. And you know, in possession of hair, when you have more hair on your body, what happens? There's this feeling of warmth that you feel. So that is one thing. So adaptation of animals to arboreal habitats. To arboreal habitats. Are you getting me? Arboreal habitat. Now, when we say arboreal habitat, we are not really talking about just we're not really just talking about birds alone. We can talk about monkeys. You know, monkeys, they tend to stay, they don't stay on the ground per se. They tend to stay on tree. And you see them swinging from one tree to the other, moving from one tree to the other. So we can also describe monkeys as living in what? In an arboreal habitat. You see them swinging from one place to another. So what is the adaptation of animals to arboreal habitats? One of those things, man, you guys, we have less than 5 minutes. So let's be quick. One of those
Possession of wings.
What?
For flight.
Possession of wings for flight.
Possession of wings. Possession of wings for flight. Like birds. Possession of hollow bones. I'm sure those of you that, some of us that have eaten chicken before in our life, me, I've not eaten before, some of you that have eaten chicken, you know that when you break the bone of chicken or any this, maybe the bone of the tongue, what do you call it? Thigh. Are you getting me? You notice that by the time you break the bone and then you draw the bone marrow out, like that brown stuff that will be inside the bone, you notice that you can actually see through the bone. It's hollow. Why do you have that hollow this thing? The hollow this thing you have there, that hollow bone that they possess, is so that there will be light. Unlike animals that have what? Thick bones. If you eat something like maybe goats, you don't have that kind of thing. Their bones are usually thick. It's usually dense. You don't have O in their bones because they don't need. In fact, that is one of the reasons you can't fly as a human being, because you don't have hollow bones. Your bones are heavy. They are dense. Possession of what? Hollow bones. Possession of bright colors. Possession of bright colors. Of bright colors. Like your, what's the name? Like
Chameleon.
Possession of powerful limbs. For chlorine and like all those monkeys. Like I said, monkeys and bamboo. Possession of streamlined body.
Now, what is streamlined body?
I've explained streamlined body now. Animal and birds, they have streamlined body. You know, when a bird is flying, not when it is standing, when it is flying, it will look like an aeroplane, isn't it? Something like this. It will look like an aeroplane when it is flying. Are you getting me? This is the streamline that you are talking about. This is the wings. and this is the what? The face. It's trying to streamline itself into the hair. Are you following me? So another thing is what? Possession of what?
Kind of strong
Strong
muscle.
muscles. Possession of
What do you,
strong
what do you
muscles.
know? What do you know about lying?
And then feeding. They feed mainly on grains.
On the pants you are wearing it.
Mainly on grains. And the reason is so that it will provide what? Energy for them. So we'll be stopping here for today. In the next class, we'll be looking at plant adaptation and then special adaptation, because we can't do all of those today. We'll look at plant adaptation. Then from there, we'll now move on to pollution. Now, I don't want to give you this note yet. You can see that the note is a continuation of what we were doing last week. I don't want to give you this note yet. I want the whole notes to be complete before I give it to you. I want us to complete everything. So that note, this note will be downloaded or will be uploaded on the Google Classroom. So please, if you've not gotten your Google Classroom, please try and get it and try and connect to it. It's important to get your Google Classroom and then you connect to it. Another thing is that you need to, if you've made payment already, you message me. I'll give you the codes. I'll give you the code in order for you to be able to what? To join Classroom. So do we have questions? Do we have comments? If there will be any assignment, it will be sent to the Google Classroom. It will no longer be sent to the WhatsApp group. It will be sent to the Google Classroom. So hopefully, you should be expecting some assignments by today. Questions? Comments? So I believe everything we did today is well understood. So let's call it a day. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.